Hi and welcome. My name is Tolan and I'm the co-founder of Productivity Me. In this video, we're going to look at the tips, tricks, and keyboard shortcuts, which will allow you to more efficiently copy, paste, and cut text within Microsoft Excel. We'll look at things like using your cursor, as well as using the Ctrl and Shift keys to do this, as well as then looking at the keyboard shortcuts of Ctrl X, Ctrl C, Ctrl V, and Ctrl Alt V in order to cut, copy, paste, and paste special data in Microsoft Excel. So if you're interested in any of these topics, go ahead and join us in this video. All right, so let's say that we had some information like maybe this set of data and we wanted to move it or cut it. And we could, of course, do this by right-clicking and cutting and right-clicking and pasting. That's definitely one option. I'm going to Ctrl Z to undo that. But you can actually just select the data and then select the data that you want and move it over by grabbing the right corner, dragging and dropping. Now, of course, you'd have to adjust the size of the individual cells. That would be kind of important, but it's definitely feasible. Now, I'm going to hit Ctrl Z to undo. You can create a copy by pressing and holding the Control key and then going to the edge of your data region. Notice what happens to my cursor. So we have this selection made. When my cursor is here and I want to move, it has this arrow, this four-way arrow. When I press the Control key, it turns into the different cursor with a little plus sign. I can drag and drop. Kind of useful. Now, if you wanted to drag and drop to another worksheet, so we're going to Control Z to undo. Let's say that we wanted to drag to another worksheet, create another worksheet by pressing Shift F11. It's a new worksheet. We want to create a copy of this data, select the data. We press the Alt key and the Control key, and we can move it over. Create a copy, just like that. Or if we wanted to move it permanently, we could by just pressing the Alt key and moving it over here. That would essentially cut the data. I'm going to Control Z to undo that. All right, so what if you wanted to cut it using the keyboard shortcuts? You wanted to use Ctrl X to cut that data, Ctrl V to paste, or Ctrl C to copy and Ctrl V to paste. You can also use the idea of copying that data. Let's say that it was formatted as a table, so we'll hit Control T. And then we want to copy that. We can paste it using Paste Special with Ctrl Alt V, and then we can do things like paste the formulas, the values, the formats, all these different items. So let's say we just wanted to paste the format, it would paste that specific formatting into the other cells. So there's loads of things that you can do with Paste Special. All right, so that in a nutshell is the idea of the 10 keyboard tips, tricks, and shortcuts, which would allow you to copy and paste more efficiently. In review, we looked at the idea of click left dragging in order to take some text and move it, essentially cutting it. We can go ahead and let's actually go over here. So if we select it and then we just drag the sides, it would move the location. If we press and hold the Control key, it would create a copy of that. If we wanted to, we could move this to a new worksheet by pressing Shift F11 and creating a new worksheet. And we're here, row differences, we press the Alt key, we can drag this information into that new worksheet, essentially cutting it. Or if we wanted to create a copy, we could press and hold the Control key and the Control Alt, and then bring it over, create a copy. Now, if you wanted to actually cut this information, you could use the keyboard shortcut Ctrl X and Ctrl V to paste, or Ctrl C and then Ctrl V to paste. However, if you wanted to use something like Paste Special, You could copy it with Ctrl C, and then Ctrl Alt V would allow you to paste something like just the values without the formatting, or if you had a bunch of data here, I'm going to hit Control Enter in order to do that. Let's say that we just wanted to paste the formatting. We would select this, Control Copy, Control Alt V, and let's just paste the formats. Those cells become green, but we don't replace them. So there are lots of cool things that you can do with Control Alt V, or Paste Special, as we like to call it. And we would recommend that you take some time to look at the different options. Like one really cool option is you can use transpose. So you can take this information, you can go Control Alt V, you can transpose it so that we have quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, and quarter 4 on top, and inventory and stock on the bottom. So I think it's pretty nifty. So with that, there are surely some glaring errors with this video. Feel free to point them out in the comment section. Maybe there are things that you really liked about this video or that you wish we'd teach. You can add those also in the comment section, and we would love to have your feedback. If you're interested in continuing through this series, in the next section of this series, we'll look at a couple different keyboard tips and tricks, some shortcuts for working with borders within Microsoft Excel. So join us for that, and we will see you again soon. As always, thanks for watching.